Welcome to Quebec Homestead. This is Mallory, and today I am transplanting my tomatoes in individual pots, like this. I'm also going to do some tests this year with tomatoes, so stay till the end and I'll be able to show you what I'm going to be planting here in Zone 3 with my cold, extreme climate. I cleaned out my little greenhouse a little bit because I was just stepping on a whole bunch of stuff and it was getting a little chaotic with the girls. She's saying she's in sandals. She's my little Elsa. She's so cute. She loves Elsa. Alright, so I got a little walkway in here because I only have a, I don't know, like a 6x12 growing space here, and so I needed to clear out some stuff. So now I am getting my tomatoes into individual pots. My pots that I have right here, just a whole bunch of things that I accumulated over the years. I got some compost and I got some seed starting mix, which is just regular, like sort of pro mix organic, with some 333 organic shrimp compost that I'm mixing in pretty much half and half. So I'm going to transplant them in there today. Tomatoes. So as you can see, my tomatoes are more than overdue. Some of them are starting to yellow. Some of them, they're just really getting a little bit too busy in there. How I plant tomatoes, I got them in these 128 trays because I just didn't have enough space in my grow lights to have individual pots everywhere. So they have little holes underneath and you have to pop them out with a pen. So I just go underneath. Let me see if I can show you this real quick. See, having a hard time. Let me go this way. Very good. Yes, very good. See these holes under here? So I just pop it out and it goes boop. So these are Manitoba varieties. They are a variety that's pretty early and good for short gardening seasons, which I always grow every year here in Quebec. It's proven to be really nice, sweet, a lot, like really good sandwich tomatoes. They're not the biggest tomatoes, but they're really good in taste. Like when I'm choosing tomatoes, I don't necessarily go for like the big sized ones. Anyways, my growing season, like for beefsteak, I try them every year, but I never really get a good yield because I don't have a greenhouse to extend my season. So what I want to explain to you guys is that these tomatoes, they produce roots all the way to the first leaves. Here, let me see. I'll get you one here. This one got a little sunburned, so I'm just gonna grab these, click it off. What a lot of people do is that they bury the stem down all the way to the two first leaves, and what it does, it creates roots all the way to here. And like what Mark was saying on my live earlier, that makes the tomatoes a little bit more juicier and whatnot. It's just that for me, what I've noticed here in Zone 3, I have such a short growing season that if I'm able to eliminate that problem of having the stems having to be buried because they're too like leggy, I will definitely try to plant them directly at the level of the soil because they produce faster. That's what I have found so far of the 3 years being here, is that when I bury them too deep, it takes too much time for them to get those roots installed and less time to grow up and produce. So I'm going to be doing those tests. So just like I said, stay tuned for the end. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with my tomatoes. Since I have a lot of tomatoes and I have like I got 2 of them in this little pot, I'm going to take this one out. I'm just going to pinch it off to make sure I don't like mess up the roots. But some of them will actually go and pull them apart, but I feel like they're just too advanced and I don't want to break it more, and I want them to have a better transplantation experience. Si, fait que je vais juste l'enlever. Boop, comme ça. I'm a sucker for reusing things and recycling. So I go to the hardware store in the fall time when everything's pretty much done and like the growing season's over. And I go see if they want to sell me some of these trays so I can put individual pots in. So I literally like use their trash because they would just send it back to the company, and I got them for like, I don't know, like 25 cents each. So see, I got all my tomatoes in here. So I'm gonna go get some stuff out in the garden once I get these transplanted. I need to get some stuff used to the sun, so I'm gonna be shipping stuff outside and inside for like the next couple days. Hopefully on my next video I'll have stuff in the ground. So I gotta get some stuff done, so I gotta stop filming. Probably my next video is gonna probably be like more vlog style, because I really do like doing vlogs. If you guys like vlogs, let me know down in the comments. I will definitely pop some in between my new schedule that I have. And Wednesday is my live stream, which is just for me to try to hit my 4,000 watch time, so that I can be monetized. So you know, if you want to hop in there, meet some really cool people, I welcome you to my live streams on Wednesday nights at 10. It's a late night. I just did it last night, actually. We are Thursday today, and hooked up with some really cool people. So hope to see you in there. See ya. So I mentioned in my last video, in my rhubarb video, that I was going to do a few tests with my tomatoes. So the next garden test that I'm going to do is I'm going to be planting out some tomatoes here in the ground pretty soon. It's really early, don't get me wrong, zone 3, it's way too early to put in tomatoes, but I'm going to test out this bag, Cozy Coats, which are bags that were given to me by Ben's grandma, and you can put them in the garden. And see, like this one here, you see there's snow on the ground. So you can put these on top of your tomatoes 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. So I'm going to try doing that. And also, since I'm in zone 3 and I really like to push the limits, I'm going to plant one right next to it in the mulch. And I'm going to see how it goes compared to the one that's in here. So I have 3 of those Cozy Coats, so I figured I'd do another test and I'd get like 2 other ones planted in here, one with the stem buried and one without the stem buried. So I guess I'm just gonna see which one produces more. I might do like a few of them because as you can see, I got quite a bit. So I'm gonna do that. Also in my greenhouse, I'm gonna do a separate test, and I am going to get 1 tomato in an upside down basket like this, which I already did a test indoors. This is the one I started in here. This is the one that I started in here at the same date. I'm going to definitely do a separate video on that once I get the results on my tomatoes. So once I have that video, the link is going to be up here. And yeah, right now it's just not there because I didn't film it yet. So hopefully you stay tuned for that. I will be posting my English videos on Saturday, Wednesday live streams. Talk to you later.